Meteorologist Chris Haddings here once again, National Weather Service Riverton, give you an update on some of the travel weather around the area. As far as snowfall amounts, east of the divide, these have actually come down a little bit. We're looking generally 2 to 4 across most of the lower elevations, locally higher amounts in some of the areas where banding sets up that's a little hard to pinpoint at this time. Western mountains, again, we're looking generally 3 to 6, maybe up to 12 inches in some of the highest elevations. Again, not the biggest storm in the world there. We've certainly seen this before, but that's not going to be the big story. Big story, I think, is going to be the wind gusts along with the cool temperatures. So light snow is going to blow around a lot. See some gusts 20 to 30 across many of the basin areas. Areas I want to draw your attention to: I-25 between Casper, also up toward Buffalo, even going up toward Billings, you can see 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts. Some of these maybe even higher than that. But the big areas, especially if you're traveling out of state, going down toward Denver, you can see 44 around Laramie. And there are some high wind watches or warnings down across Colorado at this time, so hold on to the steering wheel there. But the big area of concern, if you're heading east, out toward St. Gillette, especially out toward Rapid City in South Dakota, you can see some wind gusts. Yeah, those are in the 60s there, probably more likely Christmas Day into Christmas night. And there are actually some blizzard warnings out in this area, so if you're traveling out there, you probably want to leave as soon as possible. It should be okay for traveling on Saturday. As far as storm impact index, you can see snow will make travel difficult across much of Wyoming. Travel will become a little bit difficult across the western passes later tonight through Saturday, probably more likely Saturday to Saturday night. I will start to see snow probably Saturday, continuing to Christmas Day. Snow covered and slippery. That's not going to be the epicenter of the storm, though. I-25 and especially I-90 when you go east of Buffalo will be the worst area. Strong winds blowing and drifting of the snow starting late Saturday night, especially Christmas into Christmas evening. Again, snowfall amounts not the most we've ever seen, 2 to 4 inches east of the divide. Higher amounts in the mountains, a little bit more across the western mountains and the western valleys, but again, that's not going to be the big story. The big story is this right here: wind and visibility. Gusty winds, again, blowing and drifting of the snow at times, especially on Christmas Day. Strongest winds in our area will be basically, say, around South Pass, also, say, from Buffalo down to Casper. But the big area of concern if you're traveling is going east out of the area toward Gillette, and especially out toward Rapid City. Visibility may be sharply reduced at times. Blizzard conditions are certainly very likely on I-90 in South Dakota on Christmas Day, so use a lot of caution there. As far as maximum impacts at this time across the area, Teton and Togety passes tonight. The worst air time there will probably be tomorrow night. Northern Wyoming again late Saturday night into Christmas Day. A little bit of improvement as we head into the evening hours. US 2026, Du Bois over toward Casper. Late Saturday night, especially into Christmas Day. And maybe a little longer on South Pass when those northwest winds kick in and blow and drift that snow around. I-80 Saturday into Christmas with the worst areas. I-25 and especially I-90 when you go east out of Buffalo toward Gillette and out toward South Dakota. A little bit late Saturday night, but especially Christmas and especially into Christmas night if you're heading to South Dakota. Things could be very, very difficult traveling-wise as that storm gets wound up and there could be a full-blown blizzard across much of the Dakotas. As far as any resources for forecasting our area, weather.gov/RIW. You can go to the weather.gov page and click on different areas you want to forecast for somewhere else. Road conditions and closures, again, wyoroad.info. Or you can dial 511 in-state, out-of-state, 188 Wyo Road. And here's our webcam page. You can find that on our homepage as well. Just about anywhere in the state where they have a camera along the road, you can see what the roads are like at that point. Safe travels and happy holidays, everyone.